I really notice it when she doesn't attend the most, is where she needs that spiritual recharge. Just like when you charge your phone, you also need a spiritual recharge. So when she does go to Junior Youth Group, they do so many positive things for other people as well as themselves. So when she goes, she's just more excited, more inspired, and I can really notice that, a big difference in her.
I think like when I grow up, I want to be a singer or an artist or a performer. And I think like if I do that, I can have a big influence on a lot of people. And I think that is one of the ways that I see myself kind of helping the betterment of the world.
Come and join us in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me.
This process of being involved in the Junior Youth Empowerment Program has been truly transformational for me, and I have learned so much from these junior youth, probably much more than what they've learned from me. They have just taught me so many things, from patience to really just being inspired by their thoughts and their ideas. It's truly like the highlight of my week, every week, to be involved in their lives and their families' lives in whatever they do.
In the process of being an animator, I've grown so much. It's so important to look at the twofold moral purpose of teaching and of being the one learning, because as I'm teaching these kids, I'm learning not only how to teach, but how to understand. When I can feel the children's energy increasing or dropping as I do different parts of the lesson, I can understand what to focus on as a teacher. Being an animator has helped me become a better leader and has taught me to take accountability for myself, and it has taught me responsibility for others.
We talk about what they see in their community, and they check in with each other about things that have happened with their week each week. And so we have like a running list of ideas from where they've seen an issue come up and they want to come up with ideas on how to solve it.
We met one kid like a long time ago when we first started doing these groups, and when he first came, he was like running around, hitting people, like hitting the kids and everything. He even one time made a hole through the wall from all the excitement that he was having. And then instead of us telling on him, like telling the parents, oh, your kid, he did this, he broke the wall, he was very bad today, we would try to find like the qualities that he did. Oh, you did really good. Thank you for helping us with the snacks. Oh, thank you for helping me take the kids home. He changed a lot. Before, the mom would tell us, like the school will call, and the school will only be like, oh, he did this bad thing. And then like one time when we told her like the good things that he did, she started crying in front of us, and she was like, nobody has ever said that. And she never heard anybody say good things about him. And I think like us getting like the good qualities from him helped him a lot and made him the person that he is today.
Some kids who tend to be more closed off or shy become far more outgoing and social. So that's been a very big development for some of them. Others are motivated to serve in other more deep ways. And so for example, Elsie, you can see how she's really blossomed into an animator in her own right, and she's only 16 years old.
If you want to do a beach cleanup, or if that's your preference out of all of them. Nobody. Okay, raise your hand if your preference is to plant trees. Ooh, y'all are still excited about that. Shane to like contact all the parents.
Never treat somebody how you would not want to be treated. Bring people joy, bring joy in myself. Not feeling hopeless, always feeling hopeful, helpful, and just making people happy overall.
دوره نوجوانی دوره انتقال از کودکی به جوانی است که ویژگی آن عموماً تغییرات ناگهانی و سریع جسمی، فکری و عاطفی است. از طرفی او که عادات دوران کودکی را به سختی پشت سر گذاشته، با کامل شدن قوای عقلانی به دنیای بزرگسالان وارد می‌گردد. او در این سنین قابلیت تفکر انتزاعی و عمیق را می‌یابد و در عین حال که موهبت لذت بردن از چیزهای ساده زندگی را از دست نداده، حساسیت و آگاهی بیشتری نسبت به محیط اطراف پیدا می‌نماید و بسیاری از مسائلی را که آموخته مورد تردید قرار می‌دهد. در حالی که استعداد مشاهده در او افزایش یافته، گفتنی بسیار دارد و هر کس که با او مانند کودکان رفتار نماید، فرصت کمک کردن به او در شکل گیری هویت مناسب را از دست می‌دهد.
My oldest daughter joined Junior Youth Group. It started in the summer. And in the summer, she started participating in these classes every week with a diverse group of friends. I didn't even realize it would have such a profound impact, but what it made her is very comfortable in a group consultation, in expressing her opinions, in asking for opinions of others, in facilitating and just being friendly with people she didn't know before. And so that same, after that summer, she started middle school. Everything was new to her. And her ability to make friends immediately, to connect, to put herself in a position of a leader to a degree was completely different than what her role was in her previous class, in her previous grade. And the transformation was due 100% to the participation in a junior youth group. And I feel it's the same with my other children, that they're really impacted in terms of their leadership, in terms of their confidence, in terms of their ability to connect with people of different backgrounds and purposefully seeking diverse friends. So it all comes from these experiences. My king, my Zion, my love, my Lord, my king, my Zion, my love, my Lord, my king, my Zion, what some can push my thanks to thee.
So what I took as an animator is being more patient, because when I was doing it, I could see like this kind of stuff that I was doing as a kid in the junior youth.
We had service at this center, a food connection, where we provide food to the community every other week. And one of the junior youth has been involved in this process of coming every other week and being of service at the center. And one of the parents who lives close by has 3 junior youth, and a few of them came to the center to volunteer. When we came back together after the pandemic, the father came to the center and he brought his 3 junior youth from the neighborhood I didn't know who he was and I didn't know who the junior youth were, and he introduced himself. And he asked me, do you know why? Do you know why that I'm bringing my junior youth to this program? And I said, no, why? Please tell me. And he says, because of the effect of that individual. And every time I think about this, it is very emotional for me, because seeing the power of this program to change people's lives is very powerful.
نوجوانان را نباید نفوسی ضعیف و بی اراده تصور نمود، یا آنکه تلاش کرد آنها را از اجتماعی که تمسک به اصول اخلاقی جای خود را به فساد و بی‌بندوباری داده است جدا و قرنطینه کرد. ایزوله کردن نوجوانان به عنوان نفوس ظریفی که همواره باید از آلودگی‌های محیط محافظت شوند، هرگز قابلیت‌های تشخیص آنان را افزایش نمی‌دهد و کنترل مداوم امور شخصی زندگیشان هرگز به افزایش قابلیت‌های فکری آنها منجر نمی‌شود. آنچه باید مد نظر قرار داده شود، استعداد بالقوه نوجوانان در ایجاد تغییر و تحول در اجتماع است. حتی در شرایط ناآرام و پرتلاطم امروزی، نمونه‌های بسیاری از نوجوانان در هر فرهنگی وجود دارند که بر شرایط بسیار نامساعد محیط خود غالب شده، تأثیرات بسیار قوی و سازنده‌ای در بهبود اوضاع جامعه خود گذاشتند. بسیاری از متفکرین تربیتی جامعه بهایی این نسل را اینگونه توصیف می‌نمایند: احیا کننده مهم در فرایند تکامل، حامل نقشی بسیار مهم در تغییر و تحول جامعه، افرادی با شور و حرارت بسیار و مستحکم که می توانند جامعه را به موجودی زنده، سرشار از محبت و تراوت تبدیل نمایند.
I like the changes that I've noticed in myself. I'm better able to acquaint myself with other people. I used to be not closed-minded, but a little reluctant to try to understand the points of view of different people. But I'm better understanding the other people's side of life, I guess.
The Junior Youth Empowerment Program has always pushed me, though, to be the best version of myself, because what I love about it so much is that the animators are not teachers in the sense that they, see themselves as being above the junior youth. They really, absorb everything that the junior youth have to offer, and we all kind of bounce off of each other. We all learn from each other, and I do feel like that has, made me a better person too, just seeing the junior youth grow up and develop and just turn into these bright young souls. It's really inspiring to me.
I think a spirit of responsibility to their community, of helpfulness and just generosity of their own time and their own efforts and their own strengths.
یکی این که کمکشون کنیم یک کامیونیتی گاردن درست کنن و هدفش این بود که بتونن سبزیجات و میوه تازه و ارگانیک داشته باشن، ولی از همه مهمتر این بود که بهشون راه و روش زندگی و از حالا یاد بدیم. مغازه هایی که تو سن کلمنت هستن با یکیشون که کار کردیم واقعا بهمون خیلی کمک کردن. ما نوجوانان رو بردیم که با مدیر مغازه کار بکنن، بهشون بگن برای چین چوب و پیچ و اینا رو میخوان و تصمیم گرفته که همه رو مجانی بدن. قدم بعدی این بود که بهشون یاد بدیم خب چجور بسازین، چجور شما برنامه ریزی چجور باید باشه، ببریمشون توی مراحلی که توی زندگی هر کسی باید تصمیم بگیره. خب ما اومدیم و بچه‌ها اینا رو ساختن، بهشون هم کمک کردیم و خیلی ذوق زده بودن، خیلی علاقه‌مند بودن چون تا حالا همچین کاری نکرده بودن.
It basically just kind of shows that like in everything that you do, it's not about just like, there's always like a purpose that you do this stuff, because it might sound simple, but the thing is that like doing like the small things is basically what's gonna make the big things come up here. So, you know, if you get the small things done perfectly, then the big things are gonna be easy.
بعد که باهاشون صحبت کنیم خب قدم بعدی چیه؟ آیا فکر می‌کنی این چیز مفیدی هستش که تو تمام جامعه پخشش کنیم که نه تنها شما و این همسایه‌های اطراف بهای سنتر میتونن سود ببرن، چرا باقی جامعه ساکرامنتو ازش سود نبرن؟ حالا پس بذارین اینا رو تمیز بکنیم، تموم بکنیم، بعد ما میریم با شورای شهر صحبت میکنیم، میاریمشون اینجا، دعوتشون میکنیم که ببینن شما چه کاری کردین، شما معرفی کنین که چی کار میخوایم بکنین و اجازه بگیرین ازشون که به شماها زمین بدن که برین این کامیونیتی گاردن رو پخش کنین جاهای دیگه. خیلی اشخاص افکار خوب و مفید دارن. مسئله مهم اینه که بتونن اونو عرضه بکنن جوری که اشخاص که میتونن تصمیم بگیرن همون ارزش رو از دیدگاه شخص ببینن.
I feel like as a community, what we should be doing is bringing everyone together, connecting everyone together, and doing these projects so we serve the community in a better way.
روی نسله که از حالا داریم تعلیمشون میدیم که بتونن با میر، با شهردار ساکرامنتو، با شورای ساکرامنتو بتونن صحبت کنن و بگن که چرا دارن این کارو میکنن و سودش به جامعه ساکرامنتو چیه. این به نظر ما توی روحیه بچه‌ها تاثیر خیلی قوی خواهد داشت، اینکه بهشون اعتماد به نفس قوی بده که بگه اگر من تو این سنی همچین کار بزرگ انجام دادم پس دیگه هیچ لیمیتی وجود نداره.
When we came this morning and we saw the planter, I saw some fruits growing and some vegetables, which made me feel really good because we all compromised on an idea like this, and we've been working on it for a couple months, the planning and then the building. It just pays off to do something nice.
نوجوانان این قابلیت را دارند که با افزایش سن در زمره ارزشمندترین منابع انسانی جامعه قرار گیرند. بنابراین اگر کودکان بذرهایی باشند که در طول 10 تا 15 سال شکوفا شده و از قابلیت خدمت به جامعه انسانی برخوردار می‌شوند، نوجوانان بذرهایی هستند که همان دستاوردها را بعد از 2 یا 3 سال توجه به بار خواهند آورد. حتی زمانی که مراقبت و پرورش در سالهای اولیه زندگی آنها به قدر کافی صورت نگرفته باشد. عکس‌العمل فوق‌العاده و مثبت نوجوانان به برنامه‌های تربیتی جامعه بهایی یا ملهم از تعالیم بهایی موجب شده تا دفتر توسعه اجتماعی و اقتصادی بهایی در سال 2002 بعد از چند سال پیگیری و تحلیل نتایج معدودی از طرح‌های آزمایشی تصمیم به ترویج برنامه‌هایی در سراسر عالم برای تواندهی روحانی نوجوانان و اشاعه دادن اقداماتی نماید که موفقیت آنها در 1 یا چند کشور به اثبات رسیده بود. آنچه که در خلال این فعالیت‌ها مشاهده شد این است که نوجوانان کاملاً مشتاقند که به نیروهای سازنده جامعه بپیوندند و انرژی و وقت خود را به امور مهمتر اختصاص دهند. مسلماً دوره نوجوانی سالهایی هستند که در طی آنها مدافعین آینده محیط زیست، سازندگان صلح، قهرمانان عدالت و مربیان ایثارگر عالم انسانی شکل می‌گیرند. نوجوانان از توانایی لازم در ایستادگی برای آرمان‌هایی که تازه یافته‌اند برخوردارند.
My main goal today as a youth, as a junior youth, is to elevate the spirits of myself, of my youth friends, and just to be just a good person overall.
I think it made me a better person, and it made me into something that I really like, and it's a great environment, and it makes me more happy overall.
I have big goals. I definitely have big goals because I see all this hardship in the world, and I realize that hardship is inevitable, right? Suffering is inevitable. In a lot of instances, we choose to forget that. We choose to forget the value of suffering. We choose to mute it. And we just want everything that will bring us pleasure, that will bring us happiness. And in that, we lose a lot of values that life can bring. And I think the first thing is to address the problem head on. I think it's to address the problems, especially the problems of the world, whether that be environmental, health, of human health, which is declining everywhere across the world. Yeah, I know that the world needs perspective right now, and I want to do my part to learn from it and give it back.
Trees need people, people need trees. Welcome, Mike!
I think that I've definitely become more open to meeting like people, because before I was more shy, but I don't know how it's like helped me, but I've just been able to connect with people differently. And also I've been able to use the virtues that have been like talked about in the books to just help how I go about my life, even when I'm not like in a Baha'i setting. So like at school, if people will be fighting and stuff, I'll like try to just help people reason things.
It gives them a sense of peace. It gives them a sense of belonging because they have a group. So if something goes wrong at school, they're judged or there are people who are mean. It's like they always know they have this safety net. They have the junior youth group.